मुझे आर्थराइटिस का प्रॉब्लम है।
लोगों के परसेप्शन एंड कॉग्निशन में बहुत बड़ा लोचा है। यू नीड टू रिमेंबर दिस डिफरेंशिएशन. What's up, you guys? This is Aditi. Welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to talk about somatic symptom and related disorders. Although obviously we're not going to talk about all of them in one video, it'll be way too long. So there are like 4 that I can think of: somatic symptom disorder, then there is illness anxiety disorder, conversion disorder, and factitious disorder. Today in this video we'll just talk about somatic symptom disorder. In DSM-4 you will not find these ones, there were the other ones. In DSM-4 we used to have hypochondriasis, there was somatization disorder, and there was pain disorder. But as per DSM-5, if somebody was diagnosed with any of those 3 in DSM-4, then in DSM-5 they will be diagnosed with somatic symptom disorder. If I have to explain this disorder in one sentence, then I will say that they feel physical symptoms, and those physical symptoms are due to their cognitive symptoms. They are very persistent thoughts that something that they're feeling. Maybe they have a heart pain, they will just assume that it's a heart attack, for instance. If they have cold, they will assume that they have COVID, and they do actually feel those pain. They are not actually pretending for something else. So that is like the shortest way I can explain what somatic symptom is. And because of these thoughts and what they're feeling, which is because of the cognition, the thoughts, they are in a lot of distress, and there's a lot of impairment in their daily functioning. So that's like the shortest way. Let's look at the DSM-5 criteria. So DSM Criteria A is about 1 or more somatic symptoms that are distressing or result in significant disruption of daily life. So like I said, that they may actually feel pain, which is one of the symptoms. There could also be like fatigue, which is like a not specific symptom, but we can just say that, let's say there is pain. Also they are not pretending to like मुझे दर्द हो रहा है, I'm feeling this way, but actually they do actually feel that way. And they tend to have a lot of persistent thoughts about it, which causes immense impairment in their daily functioning. So they will keep on going to hospitals or some clinics or doctors to get themselves checked up. They will not go to work, they will not be able to take care of themselves because they keep on thinking that they are ill or there's something wrong with them. Diagnostic criteria B is excessive thoughts, feelings, or behaviors related to the somatic symptoms or associated health concerns as manifested by at least one of the following. So one is disproportionate and persistent thoughts about the seriousness of one's symptoms. 2 is persistently high level of anxiety about health or symptoms. And 3rd is excessive time and energy that is devoted to these symptoms or health concerns. So they have a lot of thoughts, they have a lot of anxiety, and they spend a lot of time and energy on it. Like I said, they don't go to work, they keep on visiting the hospitals or doctors to get themselves medically checked. Even if they've got themselves medically checked once, they will go for a second opinion, go to another doctor, they will get those checked things again, because one, they feel the first time it was inadequate, या फिर लगता है कि नहीं, like नहीं निकला है, like there is some problem in the medical tests that are done, so we'll go to somebody else and तब शायद से कुछ निकल जाएगा. So whatever they feel, it is not always medically explained, and they keep on having these persistent thoughts due to which they need to act a certain way. Also again, they have a lot of, I'm just looking at the DSM criteria guys, memorized me. They have a lot of anxiety as well, due to which there could be comorbidity of anxiety disorders, GAD, generalized anxiety disorder, or maybe even depressive symptoms they could see like as a comorbid. And I think time and energy makes sense. Like I said, they keep on going to the hospital and meeting doctors over and over again. They don't actually spend time with their family, or they don't have a proper social life because they keep on thinking that मुझे ये problem है, मुझे वो problem है.
Get you a drink?
मुझे आर्थराइटिस का प्रॉब्लम है, ज्यादा देर तक ना क्लास होल्ड नहीं कर सकती.
मैं क्लास पकड़ लूंगी.
नहीं, अस्थमा है ना मुझे. वो भाप से हाय हाय इन्हें अस्थमा भी है.
keep on worrying about it, and due to that they cannot function normally, they cannot take care of themselves, they cannot spend a normal happy life with their family and friends, peers even. They cannot actually go to work because they always keep thinking that they are sick. Diagnostic criteria C. Although any one somatic symptom may not be continuously present, the state of being symptomatic is persistent, typically more than 6 months. So if they are feeling like उनको कुछ problem है, maybe there is a chest pain या any other issue, that symptom may not last for 6 months, but there might be something or the other that would be happening, and they'll be having persistent thoughts, and you will see those behaviors that I mentioned in criteria B over for 6 months at least. Actually more than 6 months, not at least 6 months, but more than 6 months. So let's try to understand how it must be for people who are diagnosed with somatic symptom disorder. So let's say that they feel a bodily sensation, like let's say they feel कुछ तो हो रहा है, like I'm breathing heavy, या फिर my chest, I have a little bit of chest pain, so they start feeling. So there is some kind of bodily sensation or bodily feeling that they have. Then they will attribute it to an illness. So they will say, if there is a chest pain, they will say ki, oh my god, I think I am getting a heart attack. If they have like the stomach is hurting or something, like they will say maybe, I don't know, stomach cancer hai or something very crazy that's happening, like they have an abdominal cramp, something very insane. Then from associating their bodily sensation or what they are feeling like somatically to an illness, after connecting and associating that, they will jump to catastrophic thinking. So catastrophic thinking is where you like blow things out of complete proportion. So you know how you have a headache and then you Google कि like मेरा सर क्यों दुख रहा है पूरे दिन, and then Google tells you कि आपको brain tumor like something like that is like literally blowing things out of proportion and catastrophizing the situation. So they start thinking very catastrophically. They have like chest pain, they will just jump to thinking that oh my god, I'm getting a heart attack. If they have some like a stomach pain, they will think that oh my god, shayad se I have stomach cancer, like something like that. And then obviously the last step is going to be like running and going to the doctor, going to the hospital, getting yourselves checked out. And kabhi it's possible that they could have it, but if you are diagnosed with this, then generally nahi niklega, because actually आपको कोई medical condition है ही नहीं. They just think that they have it because of their cognitive distortions. Another thing is like you need to remember this differentiation really well, is in somatic symptom they are not pretending to feel like chest pain, stomach pain, headache, whatever, but in factitious disorder they pretend to like they're feeling ऐसा हो रहा है वैसा हो रहा है because of multiple reasons. There could be like sympathy चाहिए होते हैं उन लोगों को दूसरों से, या फिर maybe they don't want to like some other secondary gain, like maybe they will get money, or maybe they will not be able to go to work or something like that. That's a very stupid reason I could think of, but that is the main difference between factitious disorder and somatic symptom disorder. So in factitious they don't actually feel that, also sometimes they just do it, they do things to themselves also to gain sympathy, for instance. Whereas in somatic symptom they're not doing it for any kind of gain, they genuinely feel that they are sick, they genuinely believe that they are sick. Let's come to causes, like what could be the reasons for feeling this way or having or being diagnosed with somatic symptoms. So one is that उन लोगों के perception and cognition में बहुत बड़ा लोचा है. There's a lot of problems there. They perceive any kind of sensation in their body as oh ये हो सकता है, and then they have these excessive persistent thoughts, which is a cognitive distortion as well. Another is that they have attentional bias. So they are very aware, very conscious about any thoda sa change that happens. Like sometimes if you notice that your arm you just start feeling something and you just like it's nothing, you know it's nothing, so you just like kuch farak nahi padta. But people who have been diagnosed with this disorder, they will start thinking like oh my god, there's a big problem in my arm, about something problem with my bone or my muscle or whatever, and they will start catastrophizing it. Another is again like a cognitive distortion. They believe that they are physically weak. That अगर उनको कुछ हो गया तो they will not be able to cope up. They will not be able to become healthy again. So that's the reason why it's like a coping mechanism. It's like a survival mechanism, not coping. It's a survival mechanism to protect yourself and be healthy. So people who have somatic symptom disorder, you need to remember this one thing is that they believe that कुछ भी दर्द नहीं होना चाहिए, कुछ भी नहीं होना चाहिए, and only then and then they are physically fit, they are very healthy, not physically fit, they are healthy, which is not very possible. Like there would be times that you would get yourself hurt, your stomach will pain, or you will have abdominal cramps, you know, sometimes if the food is not digested properly या फिर कुछ उल्टा पुल्टा खा लिया होगा, तो that does not mean that you are not healthy, right? But they will not think that way. Let's come to symptoms. Like I said, उनके principles, perception and cognition में problem है, so obviously we will use CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy. We will give them a reality check. We will basically help them with their anxiety as well, because they do become a lot anxious and they worry a lot. So we will use CBT for that as well, to deal and tackle their anxiety that they feel. To also help with their anxiety, we could also give them like anxiety and depression, we could give them antidepressants, SSRIs would also work. So थोड़ा सा medications भी लग सकता है अगर उनको कोई comorbidity है. Generally comorbidity होती है because of their somatic symptom disorder. They tend to have anxiety disorders as well. I know I didn't go too much in depth with treatment because I didn't want this video to be too long. If you want, I will make a full-length video on causes and treatment. Let me know in the comment section. I hope you learned something and you could revise. And please watch the next video जो आने वाले हैं on somatic symptom and related disorders, so you'll understand the difference between this and the other ones. Like, share and subscribe and join our community. I'll see you next Friday with another psychology video.